get the cake right to the side sex. Leave the fire and the roof stars. I'm on the grind like we're chasing the stars. For Millmore to do Valley, we've come so far. Talk about legends, yeah, we know the score. Ronnie and Bobby, we remember you more. From the highs of the Wembley fight to losing our trousers, still we ignite. Red and white with the pride, we're never gonna bow. Fighting like middlemen, hear the roar now. We're middlemen, we stand up tall. Through ups and downs, we give it all. For Millmore to do that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Thursday night and welcome to KB Terrace Talk Premier League Chat. I have got three fantastic panelists with me today, and I've also got GH. I am back, the host who could boast the most roast. It's Forest Phil. I have also got in tonight, battling for that Manager of the Month award, I've got Mersgoff next to me. How you doing, Mers?
I mean, you say I'm battling. You're comfortably cruising at the top of the table, way ahead of me.
What can I say, mate? What can I say? You know, some people have got it, some people don't. I've also got Birchie. Luke Birch, how we doing, mate?
I'm not doing too bad. Leeds are unbeaten in December, so it's even better.
That's absolutely fantastic. Hopefully they stay up this season. And like I said, I've got the wonderful Glory Hole here tonight. How are we doing, GH?
I'm good. Yeah, Liverpool actually finally got a win for once. Not in the Prem, but in the Champions League. So slowly getting some good progress. It was Szoboszlai. It was a penalty.
Nice.
Yeah.
And finally, in the white corner, weighing in at 220 pounds, it's Luke the Spurs!
Hello, everyone. How are we doing this week?
We are absolutely fantastic. It seems like you are on fire at the minute, Spursy. What's going on?
Yeah, 2 home wins in the same week. Who'd have thought it? We're so back. It's finally back. Football in December.
Just remember who you're playing at the weekend, mate.
Oh, yeah, hopefully another 3 points. But it's not at home. Our fortunes might have flipped.
Absolutely. Who knows, mate? Who knows indeed. So tonight, as always, we're going to talk about the past week's worth of games in the Premier League. We are also going to give you our predictions for this coming week and weekend of football action in the Premier League. And then we've got our feature presentation, which is our Mount Rushmore of players this week being the CDM. Guys that are watching, please feel free to drop your comments in. Come and say hi to our pundits. Ask any questions that you might have. Get interacting with us, and you might enjoy yourself a little bit. So let's delve straight into it, guys. Let's look at the matches from game week 15, if I'm not wrong. And some of the scores. So we'll start with Mers. What happened? Oh, Mers. Just like Carl, his internet dropped out. Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1. What are we saying, Mers?
I hate Emery. I hate Aston Villa. What else can I say? Having Gabriel and Saliba injured is clearly kind of showing itself because teams are now being able to get shots off and getting the goals, shall we say, which isn't great. As I did say before the Chelsea weekend, I did say I would only feel confident if we beat Chelsea. And look what's happened. We go and draw against Chelsea. Yes, we did beat Brentford last week, but then we've now gone and lost Aston Villa. And the thing is we go and play Aston Villa again in like a few weeks' time as well, because everybody that we play this weekend just gone, everybody plays again in game week 19, I think it is, or something like that. So I'm not looking forward to that rematch, let's just say.
Ouch. Yeah, it was a tough one, mate. I'm sure it was a tough one, especially flying high that you're doing at the minute. Do you think it's a glitch because it's Villa and, you know, it's just one of them? Or do you think it's a sign of things come? I know you won midweek quite comfortably.
I think it's a bit of both. I think it's a case of a few of the injuries are coming to bite us in the arse, especially like I say with the Saliba, Gabriel, then Mosquera's been injured. Like we played Norgard at centre back against Club Bruges, which and then Calafiori suspended this weekend as well. Timbo being potentially.
Is that your FPL got to shot again?
Oh my God! No, I've got both of them.
GH has got 0 FPL knowledge. We always go on about GH's ball knowledge, but his FPL knowledge is, Semenyo, he's off to AFCON. No, he's not. Calafiori. Oh, mate, what is going on?
Yeah, so the back of the pitch with the defense is not going to be great. But as like against Wolves, we should be winning that one comfortably. As long as we can outscore the opposition, I guess, then the defensive issues hopefully won't be too much of a problem.
Yeah, because like you say, it kind of showed in your Villa game, didn't it? That you are missing some key defensive players there, and it allowed Villa through. So who have you got this week?
Wolves.
Oh, well, it should be a straightforward one. Let's not be the first team to give them their 3 points.
Yeah, no.
No. Okay, the second game was Chelsea-Bournemouth. That ended in a bit of a bore draw, really. Nothing from either side. A bit of a boring game all in all, so probably not really much to talk about. One that I'm going to completely skirt over, Everton 3, Nottingham Forest 0.
No. We need to talk about that one.
Okay.
The analysis on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you get battered?
Quite simply, I'm gonna use every excuse that Liverpool give. Our defence. Oh no, we haven't got the wind blew in the wrong direction. Oh no, the ball wasn't quite a sphere. No, listen. Forest played awful. Simple as. We didn't deal with their counter. The ball over the top was just far too much for us to contend with. I can make the excuse that we've got a shed load of players out, and we have got a shed load of players out, and some key defenders are out. But I can't give an excuse as to why we lost 3-0. Losing 1-0, I can accept when you've got players injured, but 3-0, there's no exception for it. There's no excuses.
Could you say it's that? Could you say it's not that Dyche was obviously previous Everton manager, so a lot of the players are familiar with how he wants to play the game. That might have had some impact.
I can say maybe a little bit, but since Dyche has been at Forest, I can't really. The only thing I see that Dyche is doing that is done at most clubs is what he's doing behind the scenes. So what he's doing on the training pitch. Compared to what's playing on the field, you couldn't call it Dyche ball because it's not predictable. Like for Ange ball's predictable. He's done the same at Forest what he did at Spurs. He's done, it's just his pattern. But Dyche, apart from what he's doing behind the scenes and on the training pitch, I can't see how he's replicating any other side actually physically on the pitch. And so, yes, although that's probably at the back of the brain and back of the mind, and there may be some manipulation with that, I don't think it can all be put on to that neither. I just think we were outclassed, we were outplayed, simple as. And my biggest thing, and I feel as though the biggest thing and my biggest excuse is we lost a load of players at the minute. They're all injured, and it's all affecting them. And after that game as well, we've lost Ryan Yates now. Hamstring injury, unforeseeable. Foreseeable injury.
They're never good, those injuries.
No. So there's another game player that we've got, a particular second half game player, and people slate him and everything, but it's another second half player that we've lost. So we're struggling at the minute, but I think we can maintain it. I think come the new year when we're getting our key players like Chris Wood, Ola Aina, they're back. McAtee's getting a bit more comfortable and more game time. Hutchinson's getting a bit more game time, more play time, and actually gelling
Oh,
a
he's
bit
good.
better with the team.
He's good. I like him.
He is good. It's that finish with him, you know,
Yeah.
just that pizzazz done at the end. I think once that all comes together, particularly in the new year after this hard month full of games, I think we're going to be there. I mean, we won tonight against the Dutch side, 2-1. Callum Wendo goal. Igor Jesus another goal. 2 goals in a week for him. Why not? Let's see where it goes. Right, before we move on to the next game, we've got loads of comments coming in. So, our Brighton fan Dan's in. Evening, lads. Hope everyone's doing well. Sorry, not on this week. Finally got the bug going around. Yeah,
Oh, that's not good, that bug.
terrible bug.
Bad.
Phil, I've sent you my Mount Rushmore. Thanks for that, Dan. I have seen it come through, mate. We'll talk about yours as well, and we'll add those in. John Sullivan's on. Evening, ladies. Phil, and less ball knowledge than a defrosted turkey, GH. Paulie Dan Spedding's on as well. Evening, boys. John's saying hi to Dan, and good luck for Sunday.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a great game.
I'll reluctantly say good luck back, although I don't mean it. I'm nervous for it. Not going to lie. How are you feeling about it? So a bit of a conversation between Dan and John going off. As we all know, there's the big derby coming up this weekend on that. So the next game that happened after the Forest-Everton game was Man City versus Sunderland. Whilst we're talking about Sunderland and the derby this week, obviously Carl's not in tonight to discuss that game. Do we think the wheels have fallen off for Sunderland, guys? That's big score.
Not really. I mean, it's Man City. They were probably going to win anyway.
Yeah, but Sunderland have, given it to some of the bigger teams.
They bloody drew against Liverpool. Like they're doing well.
bigger teams.
Sunderland have been pulled away though, haven't they, all season? So it's a stadium I like that. They're doing all the business.
Yeah.
So we're going away to Man City. Never easy.
I mean, they drew at Anfield.
Well, that's not exactly hard, is it?
We won at Anfield, mate. 2 seasons off, come on.
Yeah.
Let's not get too carried away. But good win for Man City. Good clean win. Sunderland got a man sent off, didn't he, in extra time?
Yeah, last minute.
Last minute,
Cherky scored a cheeky little goal in that game.
Say again.
Cherky scored a cheeky little goal in that game, I swear.
Oh,
I thought it was an assist.
No, it was
assist.
a Rabona assist. Rabona assist. It was incredible.
It was Ruben Diaz, Gvardiol, and Phil Foden again.
It was Foden that scored from the Cherky assist. It was incredible.
O'Neill got a red. That was it. Luke O'Neill. Yeah. So Man City still sitting high. You worried, Mers?
Of course, it's Man City. Well, you can't lie and say, "Oh yeah, I'm not worried about Man City." Man City are always great in the second half of the season. I think right now they're also playing with a bit of confidence. I think that whole relying on Haaland in, say, like the first 10 games has kind of disappeared a bit now. Like other people chipping in with the goals. Like, for instance, Foden scored like 3 in the bounce now. He seems to be properly back. So, yeah, I am a little bit worried because I think also I don't think they're truly missing Rodri at the moment. I think they're getting by perfectly fine without him in that team. I know they're conceding some goals and some sloppy goals, but I think they've just got in them to score the goals right now.
They've got defensive problems like you, though, because Carl's been going on about needing a right back for ages.
Yeah, but that's just one position. Like his argument last week about this whole defense, like the right back situation. It was just the right back he was moaning about. Like, it's one position. The 3 other defenders can cover for that, and Donnarumma is meant to be the best goalkeeper in the world.
Nah, that's Alisson.
Yeah. It feels so big though, Mers. Like a couple of weeks ago after the North London derby, you were talking about how you're going to win the league, and what 3 weeks later, and suddenly it's looking like you're getting scared of Man City again. Like, it shows how quickly things can change from the highest highs to now.
And the same can happen with Man City. Like their situation can change, and suddenly the gap can get bigger, or somebody else could, like Aston Villa are like literally in that shout at the moment. Like you say, in the 3 weeks, right? So like 3 weeks ago, we were talking about it being an Arsenal Chelsea sort of situation. Now you're looking at an Arsenal, Man City, Aston Villa situation, but even the teams behind them are not that far behind.
It's a very tight league this year.
Yeah, it's very tight at the moment, and anything can change.
Dan's cropped up. City with the best team we've played this season. We had to attack at 2 down and open the game up, and they just ripped us a new one. Simple as. So yeah, just you can't deny when it's a score line like that. You can't deny that it was it was just pure luck. They managed to grab a goal. You've been torn apart. You kind of got to take it on the chin, learn from it, and move on, haven't you?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So another game that went down to 10 men for Burnley was Newcastle 2, Burnley 1. Obviously, Burnley getting a red card in that. 2 goals for Newcastle. Again, Newcastle at home, pretty good as always, picking up some valuable points there.
The disappointment in that game is I had Newcastle to win 2-0. I've conceded in
last minute penalty was annoying for FPL as well.
Well, at least you put Bruno in your team, Mers. I bottled it. I was going to put Bruno in my team, and I was like, "Nah, he won't do anything." And then, what does he go and do? Score?
He's done something. Yeah.
One of the best goals of the month.
Yeah, absolute cracking goal as well. Yeah. Absolutely cracking goal. Again, GH, it's just that FPL knowledge that you've got into it, mate.
It's just my luck. Yeah, everything I do doesn't work, and everything that I was going to do does work.
So a public service announcement for Friday. If you are watching the FPL show, don't take GH's advice.
I don't think anyone does anyway.
GH's advice.
GH, do you know what you should do? Just to make your best friend Carl really happy, just bring in Phil Foden. He's really good streak at the moment.
He's already in my team. I bought him
brilliant.
When that dry spell hits, Carl is going to be thanking you so much.
Sorry, guys. Guess what? Phil Foden's not in my team. I did bring him in with my 5 free transfers.
Well,
everybody's done it, and I didn't.
Got some good points last week.
I'm out for the rest of the month now.
Still an upgrade on my Embuemo.
The next game, very, very, very happy man in the white shirt in the corner there. Spurs 2, Brentford 0. Come on then, Spursy. Tell us about it. Tell us about the game.
I mean, that was the arrival of Xavi Simons that we've been waiting for about 2 months now. A drive from midfield, he lost the ball, won it back, drove all the way through, and then a decent finish. And then he also was the one that whipped the ball in for the Richarlison goal. It was a fairly routine game, all in all. But it's nice to see the creator that we signed actually start producing. Because it was you'd see a lot of little creative things that it'd do, but just no end product from it. So to get a goal and assist in the same game, hopefully we see more of him like this. That's what I have to say. He's shown what he can do. We just need to see it more consistently.
Okay. How are you feeling going into this week? Are you feeling confident? Are you 2 games on the bounce?
Yeah, we got a good away record as well. Hopefully that doesn't flip now. But we've got Forest away. Forest really good at home, but we're also really good away. So it could be anyone's sort of a game on that one. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game, very interesting game. It's definitely for me, probably the one of the weekend. It's going to be. It's valuable for Forest to win because we need the points. But I think very tough competitors have come to the City ground. Quite worrying. John's put Spurs sucked off Brentford harder than a G-Tech product. Other companies are available and we will advertise for £50,000 here on KB Terrace. Absolutely. Anybody wants to do anything advertised, you'd like any advertising on our show, bearing in mind we have thousands and thousands of viewers and followers, hit us a line and we can come up with some sort of deal where we advertise your products or your companies on our show. But yes, Spurs battered them. Simple as. Yeah. On fire. Richarlison's there again. Smug little prick. I mean, yeah. Absolutely amazing player. Let's hope for Spurs' sake that he's back on form and Spurs are going to climb up the table. Just not this weekend, that's all. And another game that happened this weekend, a fantastic game on Saturday. Probably one of the games of the season happened on Saturday. And that was with my beautiful two pundits at the bottom of my screen here. It was Leeds United against Liverpool. And it ended 3 apiece. All goals scored in the second half. And Liverpool went 2-0 up after 5 minutes in the second half. And Leeds just battled and battled and battled. So, boys, talking of battles, who has got the best battle talk today? GH or Birchie? Over to you two.
I think we got lucky because first of all, you gifted us the first 2 goals. You were much better than us for long periods of the game. You had more chances than us and everything, better chances. And once again, our stupid defender Kanate fucks up. And if he hadn't conceded that penalty, I still generally don't think we would have lost that game because we looked kind of like in control a little bit at that point, and then Kanate fucked up, and then it all just changed like that instantly. I could tell everything was going your way. So, yeah.
So just before I enter, Birchie comes back with a left hook on that one. GH, are you blaming the sole reason for Leeds coming back and absolutely having your pants down in the second half down to one player, and you're blaming Kanate again?
Yes, I mean, Kanate is literally one of the worst defenders in the league. We've apparently, if somebody comes in and bids 15 million in January and we've got a replacement for him, then we're letting him go. He's been that poor that we want him out as soon as possible.
Wow. Yet you're going to continue with your manager?
I mean, you've got to continue with him when he's won the league. I mean, as much as everyone's saying he is a hand-me-down team and he won the league based on Klopp's team, you've still got to win the league. And you can't justify sacking someone right now just because of a few bad games, in my opinion.
Apart from the Wolves manager, I would say Slot's probably the second shittest manager in the league.
You're forgetting the Burnley manager exists.
I've got a question for you, GH, right? So, Real Madrid situation, Xabi Alonso could be potentially looking at being booted there because of the players, and
true.
Seem like they're having a bit of control over the situation. So, if he got sacked by Real Madrid, would you then want to see Slot be sacked by Liverpool to see Xabi Alonso take over?
Now, that is a good question because at the minute, there isn't really any good managers available. Notoriously, you wait to the end of the season for a manager to become available. Like, you know, like the higher league managers that might want to come to Liverpool or might want to come from elsewhere. So if he got sacked right now, I would probably say, knowing how he manages, and he's been at Liverpool for how many years, he was there, so he probably knows the club quite well. I'd say he probably would be a good manager, but at the same time, I'm not 100% certain sacking the manager in the middle of the season is the best option. So I don't know, it's a tough one. I'd probably say no, to be honest.
Okay.
I had Southgate's available.
Birchie, what's your left hook look like? Come on.
Well, first of all, I do agree with GH about Kanate. I mean, he's one of the worst defenders I've seen at Ellen Road. He's absolutely diabolical. I don't even know how he's in that team.
Because we haven't got anyone else fit other than using Gomez or a fucking under-18 player.
Another thing is, first half, we get Liverpool respect, and look, Liverpool is shit enough they couldn't take it. I mean, I've got to be honest with you. That first half, Liverpool must have been the worst team I've seen at Ellen Road, and that's truthful. It wasn't great. We gave too much respect, so we had no in return. Like I said, second half, we gifted you 2 goals, which up until them 2 goals we gifted, Liverpool did not look threatening at all. I had no fear of us conceding. I thought we were going to scrape it 1-0. We were going to finish 0-0. We gave you two cheap goals, but we in space of 2, we scored ours, and then a couple of minutes later, we got us back. So we, in the same time as we concentrated 2-0 down, we were back to 2-2. And after that, it was all us. I mean, I thought we were going to, after we went 2-2, I thought we were going to go 2 or 3 or 4 here. But the third goal, to be fair, good goal, good bit of football, good movement. But we always looked like we were going to score after that. And after we got the equaliser, we still had time. I thought we were going to scrape it 4-3 as well. I thought we had the time.
I generally thought that as well, to be honest.
Well, to be honest, you tied it 4. They didn't know where they were together. I mean, half the time Van Dijk's looking at Canate. Canate's looking in the crowd because he's useless anyway. I mean, Alisson's talking to him, but no one was listening to him.
That's the thing. As much as I'm blaming Canate, our whole defence is shit. Like, Van Dijk is half the player he was last season and the season before.
Why do you think that is, GH? Why do you think that is? Because let's face it, Van Dijk is up there as a big name in defensive football. You know, there's no denying that. He is a big name in defensive football. But what's happened with him this season?
A couple of things that I think has affected him, and I think it's a lot. It's kind of like long term, is the injury that he got from a few seasons ago when Pickford destroyed him and he was out for like ages. Like, I think somehow that's like had a long standing effect on him, because like you
sorry, you're chatting shit, mate. You cannot say that, because you've just on the back of that said he was amazing last season, the season before.
Well, yeah, he was good, but like before he had his injury, he was much better. All I'm saying is I feel like that's got a slight effect in his ability, although I think the main reason is just age. He's just aging, and he's just like not got it anymore.
Right. So in the space of a few months, he's aged enough to become crap.
Yeah. So so much. Why is the manager still playing him?
Well, because he hasn't got any other options. He's got Gomez, who's playing.
Wouldn't have we seen this in the summer though, GH? Like Slot.
I don't know. Well, maybe.
No, he's running off a high. He just won the league. Why has he got to worry about that?
I mean, I don't really know, but I have my theories, whether they're correct or not. But there could be, it could just be the tactics that the manager's playing, because let's be real, whatever he does do doesn't seem to be working, does it?
GH, have you got Arnie Slot's book of excuses?
Yeah, this is my thought, and this is what all I'm hearing from you, GH, is you're trying to shy away from the fact that it's down to the manager, and the manager is making some systematic errors. There's nothing wrong with Virgil van Dijk. There's nothing wrong with him. Yes, he might be going through a slightly little rough spot, but I'm trying to get to the point of what's causing that. You cannot then sit there and say, oh, 2 seasons ago, he got chopped down by Henderson and it's affected it. When 6 months ago, he was probably one of the best defenders in the league.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's down to what's going off at Liverpool, surely, hands down.
Well, clearly the manager's doesn't know his best 11. He's mixing things around all the time. Like, it's, not being able to control the team.
There's a reason for that, though, because Slot is not a good manager.
I'm undecided, because he won the league, but then again,
yeah. But this is the thing. You're talking. Ever say he inherited Klopp's team, which he did. He had the momentum then to continue it forward. As soon as he's come in and now he's bought his side, he just plays he wants. It's not working for you. It just shows it's now he's changing that team. It's not working.
To be fair,
GGH last season there was a lot of mediocre playing from a lot of teams, And I feel as though Liverpool just were able to
We got a bit lucky, yeah.
manipulate that and go on to win. And I'm not taking the win away from Liverpool, and I'm not saying, they won by default. I'm simply saying last season, Forest finished 7th for God's sake last season. I'm not going to take that away from my team, but they finished 7th last season for God's sake. So it just shows you what sort of season it was like, where points were being picked up by teams that you wouldn't suspect. Big games were being won by teams that the year previously was sat down at the bottom, fighting to stay up. So it just shows you very, very quickly. We've seen it with Man United and Amorim and everything. Something happens within the squad, or within the management of the team, or within the politics of the team, and it spews out. We've seen it with the Salah thing recently. We've seen it constantly with Liverpool at the minute. We've seen it with Man United. We've seen it at Forest. We've seen it at Leeds. We've seen it at Spurs. We've seen it at Arsenal. When something happens behind the scene, it really, really affects. And the point behind it is you've got to try and get out that quick enough. And the only person at Liverpool that we can see from outsiders, the only problem is the stickler in your processes is Arne Slot. Simple as.
I mean, it is true. I think, a good manager doesn't fall out with Salah like that. Whether or not Salah's in the right for what he's done, it just doesn't happen. Like, how many years was Klopp at the club, and how many years did Salah fall out of him? None. So there's got and Slot's been at the club not even 2 years, and something's already gone wrong there. That just proves there's a big problem with him, doesn't it?
This year, Salah's obviously underperformed. He's not been at his best, and they've used him as a scapegoat. I'll blame Salah. Everything's okay after that. He just proved it's not Salah. Salah's not the problem.
No,
He might not have had his best season, but Salah's been your best player for past God knows how many years. The fact how they treated him, I think, is ridiculous. But then again, he shouldn't have come out to say what he said. So
he shouldn't. I think I agree there. I think he shouldn't have said what he said, but at the same time, you don't treat your best player like he's a piece of garbage because.
What did somebody call him? A Chelsea reject, I think you said.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
that's very disrespectful to him. That's just incredible.
It's quite funny what these people want to say. They'll say all of this, but then if you face up to them, it's like social media, isn't it? Everyone likes to say a load of shit on social media, but face to face, they'll never say such stuff.
Yeah.
Not met me then, GH. Not met me. Right, a few more comments coming in. Liverpool was shite. Leeds deserved all the points. Was all Leeds sack slot? I think Liverpool went to Flamingo Land pre-game and lost the plot. John's on fire tonight, boys. John's on fire. Turbo's on. Evening Turbo. Glasner is the next option for big clubs.
No, thank you.
No?
Really?
I don't think I want him. No.
Who
Why?
do you want, GH? Who do you want?
He wants
Who do I want? Who do I want?
I think at the moment he's Daniel Fox. He's on fire.
Who do I want? No one.
Fox the man.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who's. Maybe Xabi Alonso is the right man, but I'm just in two minds whether we get rid of Slot for some reason.
You want Klopp back, mate? I know you do. No,
I mean, unfortunately, I don't think he's going to come back, but I would love him back.
A bit of spoiler news from John, lads. I have some really irrelevant information to share because I watched the press conference. Wissa is out for Sunday.
Thanks for that, John. I don't need to watch it now.
Fact check anyone because all I hear is excuses. Wow. Excuses. But they were the Saturday games, some fantastic games there played on Saturday. And then we had two matches on Sunday and a final one on Monday. So the two matches on Sunday was a 1-1 draw, Brighton versus West Ham. Nice point picked up there by West Ham, really. I felt, I don't know what you guys think, Brighton are way better than that.
They should be winning that. They should be convincing.
And it was at the death as well, the Brighton goal. Like, it was right at the end of the game.
Yeah,
That could have been valuable 3 points for West Ham.
Mhm.
I didn't see much of it, but as far as I couldn't read about it, Brighton dominated, didn't they? And just West Ham that early goal and just kept up. Well, not early goal, but get that goal and just defended.
Yeah, couldn't finish a Sunday dinner, unfortunately, which is a shame, really, because I've experienced Brighton being on fire, and they are an absolutely dominating team when they're on fire. So hopefully that's not a sign of things to come for Brighton, and hopefully we see some more results from them. We had Fulham 1, Crystal Palace 2. Nice another win for Palace there. Slowly climbing the table, and Mark Gay again getting another goal. Definitely shining himself for that England squad, isn't he?
Mateta has gone to shit. I'm glad I got rid of him.
Yeah, Mateta's. I think a lot of people this week have dropped him because of the 5 free transfers we're getting and bringing other players in now. Crystal Palace doing well, doing strong there.
Yeah, I think they're as high as 4th now.
I think Villa are 4th.
No, I think they're 3rd.
They're down there.
I could be wrong on that.
It is.
Villa are only 3 points off.
Palace are 3rd. No, sorry, Villa are 3rd. Palace 4th.
Right.
There you go.
That's the thing, though. It needs to be looked at, because if Fulham aren't be careful, they could get dragged into that relegation battle.
They could
only just
easily.
having a vote.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're only 3 points behind Fulham. So if we
Two.
when we
Two.
when we smash
Yeah,
Spurs at the weekend,
You're on the same points as us, aren't you? So I mean, if we both win this weekend, Fulham's in it. Fulham could be in it if West Ham win as well.
Yeah. Crucial one, yeah. And West Ham, Jared Bowen keeps slapping them home, doesn't he? So who knows what that bottom end's going to look like. And then the final game, which we were all hoping was going to be put Wolves' first 3 points, and when it went to 1-1, I kind of got on the edge of my seat, really. I was excited, but the second half, I think Man United just went, no, we can't let this happen, and they came out and dominated. It was Wolves 1, Manchester United 4. So the United strand will be happy. He's got a win under his belt.
One win closer to still not cutting his hair, because it's not going to be cut still.
There was conversations had apparently, and he's not been approached by anyone at Man United, but he was hoping that it would be approached that maybe at half time he could get his hair cut on the pitch by a Man United player or a Man United.
Surely he's got too much hair. It'd take longer than 15 minutes.
Wow, get a quick razor on
I mean,
it.
looking at the stretch of games that they've got, I don't see it happening. They've got Newcastle at some point soon. They got Wolves. If it comes to the final game, they've got Wolves again.
Yeah.
So if it gets to 4, it should be over. That being said, they have Villa and they have Newcastle. So
Villa will be a tough one. Villa will be a tough one for them.
At Villa Park as well.
Mers knows all about Villa being a tough one, don't you, mate?
Yeah.
So they were the games of the weekend. Thank you for all the comments that are coming in. A few more comments from who have we got? Oh, no, I'm not seeing a comment from this one. Will LFC win a Premier League in the next 5 years?
Probably not.
Probably not. Nice and simple. Probably not. GH with his complete ball knowledge. What does everyone else think? Do we think Liverpool are just having a glitch? Do we think Liverpool, this is long term? Do we think it is the manager? What do we think?
Yeah, Liverpool's got quality. In next 5 years, they're going to improve. They're going to find out where the weakness is from, and they'll be challenging again next year, probably.
I think give it the next transfer window, and that'll decide my opinion on it, or next summer transfer window, because they need a centre-back eventually to replace Van Dijk, someone to step up in that regard. Konate's terrible at the moment, so he needs replacing. They need long-term Salah replacement.
We've got a long-term Salah replacement, Chiesa.
And they also need another striker because Isak's a fraud.
Yeah, complete fraud.
Yeah. Or it could just be the manager's fault and they get in a new manager and people actually start clicking. Who knows?
Yeah. You got, Hurts, Frimpong. list goes on. GH. I think after the Mount Rushmore, I think we need to do like flop of the season or flop of the first half of the season. And I think majority of the people are going
Top of the season, Elliot Anderson.
Liverpool piss off. Liverpool flipping players. Liverpool players, a lot of them. The only Forest player that should be in flop of the season is that Morata, and that is it. He's not even that good to be on the list, mate. Anyway, a few more comments coming in. We got lucky. It was a handball. Feel harsh for their fans. Not sure what VAR and ref were looking at, but it was a handball. Now I have seen it at time. I said no way, but seeing it now, I say lucky. And that was from Brighton fan Dan. Turbo Tom, Alonso to Liverpool and Glasner to Real Madrid. Trust me.
Glasner's not going Real Madrid.
I don't see Real Madrid buying. I don't see Real Madrid going for a Palace manager. It just doesn't sound right.
A lot of things. I've heard weirder things, mate. Definitely heard weirder things. And you won't take Glasner, GH. Look what he's done for that team, not to mention 2 trophies.
Yeah, to be fair, he won the Community Shield against Liverpool, so.
Turbo's also very vocal. Wolves will have the worst Prem record. Utterly awful. Shouldn't be called Wolves. Should be called dead puppies. Do we reckon, guys? Do we reckon?
Yeah.
Going to get that?
I asked that question on Sunday Service show because I thought they're not going to get much more points this season. I can't see it.
I think
they're awful, aren't they?
With the quality in the Premier League, it would be a bit ridiculous for them not to get enough points, but you never know because they have been utterly terrible so far.
You never know. They might get some decent transfers in the January window and put us all to shame. What we got? Branthwaite to Liverpool, I reckon.
What, the defender, Jared Branthwaite? I mean, why would he come to Liverpool?
Get rid of Virgil.
Well, yeah, but surely Liverpool don't sign Everton players. Fan. Liverpool players don't sign Everton players very often.
True. John says Liverpool need a decent striker. Shame they spent 400 million on Israk IKEA loser.
I mean, we do have a good striker, Ekitike.
Yes, you do, because he scored 2 in 2
minutes.
And gave me 13 points this week, so I kind of like him. But the
Literally,
problem, he gave me those points, and then I've got rid of him in my 5 transfers. So.
Oh, wow.
How dare you, GH? Anderson is the best midfielder to grace the Geordie Fields since John Joe Shelby. Thanks, John. Thanks for the backup there. When I met Turbo,
he does have to play him each week.
When I met Turbo, he said, I'm taller in real life. I'll take that compliment. And Joey Fede, can't wait for all the Salah fanboys to fuck off out the club when he gets sold. Absolutely fantastic comment there.
Yeah, to be fair, there probably is a fair few of them, isn't there?
Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to this coming week and the predictions that we all have for this week. So we've got a jam-packed weekend full of games. Let's see what everybody's predictions look like. Feel free to drop your predictions in on the comments as well. That would be fantastic. So the first match this weekend is Chelsea versus Everton. So Chelsea getting a draw last week against Bournemouth and Everton smashing Nottingham Forest 3-0. Surely Everton are on a high and thinking we could do something against Chelsea. But what do our panelists think? Mers, let's start with you, mate. What is your prediction for that first game?
Yeah, I didn't know what to really put as a prediction because Chelsea have obviously fallen off a little bit since the Arsenal game. But I think they'll have bounced back and get a 2-0 win against Everton.
2-0 win. Okay, lovely. Spursy.
I think that midfield is going to be lacking still with Caicedo still suspended. So I think it's going to be a lot closer than that. I think it's going to be a 1-1.
A 1-1 draw. Fantastic. GH, what have we got from you?
I agree. I also agree with Luke. It's going to be a 1-1.
That means it's not going to be a 1-1 draw then.
That's not good news.
That means you're not getting 5 points for that one, Spursy. And Luke Birch, what have you gone for, mate?
I've got Chelsea to bounce back. I think they've had a few bad games. I mean, we gave them a lesson. But I do think they'll bounce back at home. I've gone for 2-1 Chelsea.
And I've also gone with the man that's got so much ball knowledge. I've gone Chelsea 2, Everton 1. In the comments, we've got Brighton fan Dan, Chelsea 1, Everton 2.
Ooh.
Chelsea are falling off form. Chelsea also not great at the bridge. And John Sullivan 2-0 to Chelsea. Interesting. Going to be an interesting game that. See which way it's actually going to go. The next game, and I'm coming straight to you, GH, for this one. It's Liverpool versus Brighton. And you're at Anfield. What we're saying,
we're gonna get our first win in the Prem for quite a while. It's going to be 2-1. Oh, actually, no, we won to West Ham a few weeks back. But anyway, 2-1 win.
2-1 win to Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mers?
Can I change my prediction now that GH has said that?
No, sorry, mate.
No, damn it. I've gone with a 2-1 win for Liverpool.
Well, hey.
Looks like that's another pundit not getting 5 points this week. Spursy, what have you got, mate?
I mean, both these teams seem to have some horror show moments at times. They'll play really well. Prior season for Liverpool for that one, but they'll play really well sometimes, and then they'll have some absolute nightmares. So I'm going, both of them going to struggle 2-2.
2-2. And what about yourself, Mr. Birch?
Well, Liverpool conceding 3 last weekend. I think they're going to tighten up this week. I think they're going to try their best work defensive. And sorry to Dan, but I've got Liverpool to win 2-0.
Oh, wow.
Well, I am backing my boy Brighton fan Dan. I think Liverpool, they've got too much going off in the background. There's too much hoo-ha with Salah. There's too much what if and maybe with Slot. You've got Virgil playing absolutely terrible. You've got Verts non-existent. You've got all these other players that are just completely not playing together. I have gone for Liverpool 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 2. And I think it's going to be Brighton dominating that game.
Oh, God.
We've got a couple of others coming in. We've got Loserful 2, Seagulls 3. Have that up your Danny Welbeck and co. Well said, Brighton fan Dan. I've got IKEA Flat Pack 1 and Seagulls with no chips 1. And that's all of you bar Phil for the off the Christmas card list, according to Brighton Van Dam as well. And John saying, "What's Christmas?" as if he's living under a rock. So yeah, very interesting. A lot of you going, possibly Liverpool have got this. We'll see. Let's hope the Seagulls can smash them. Burnley versus Fulham next. Fulham struggling, Burnley struggling. Where do we see it going, Mers?
Oh, I think it's going to be a nice, comfortable win for Fulham. 2-0.
2-0. I've also gone for 2-0 to Fulham. So that's 5 points that you might get there, Mers. Might just squeeze that one.
Depending what GH says.
Depending what GH says, yeah, absolutely. Spursy Luke, what have we got, mate?
I have gone the complete opposite way. I've got Burnley getting a home win. I've got a 1-0 sort of close, tight game, and someone's going to I can't think of who, but someone will get a goal and nick it for Burnley.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Birchie?
Yeah, I think it's a game of two poor teams in it at the moment. They're both out of form, but I just think Fulham's got a bit more quality. So I'm with you and Mers. I've gone for 2-0 Fulham.
So that's 3 of us so far getting 5 points this week. GH, don't let us down.
I have also gone for... No, I'm joking.
My arse was got...
I've gone 3-1 Fulham.
3-1 Fulham. Okay. Interesting. In the comments, we have got Bright Fan Dan, Burnley 1, Fulham 2, and John Sullivan 3-1.
Well, hey.
3-1 to the Cottage Boys. Absolutely fantastic. Next, we have the Mighty Gunners against Wolves. We know where Wolves are currently sat at the minute. We know that they've got 2 points on the table. Lucky them. And Arsenal are the top. So it's the top versus the bottom. Is the score going to replicate that? Mers, what have you gone with?
Yeah, I think the scoreline should replicate that. At the end of the day, if Man United can thrash them, then surely Arsenal should be able to do that. I have gone with a 3-0 win for Arsenal. However, I could potentially see Wolves getting a late goal or something like that, especially considering our defensive problems right now.
Okay. I've also gone for 3-0. So you must be reading my my predictions card and wanting to come for the predictions total as well, because I know I'm climbing up that table. Spursy Luke?
I've gone one goal further. I've got a 4-0 to Arsenal.
4-0 to Arsenal.
It's Wolves. They're shipping goals. Nothing looks like it's changing under the new manager, apart from they've scored a goal for the first time since like mid-November or October. So it's 4-0.
4-0. Nice and simple. No words need to be said. Mr. Birch?
Yeah, I'm with Spurs. Yeah, I've gone the exact same. Wolves are shocking. Arsenal quality when they were on the game, so I've gone 4-0 as well.
4-0 as well. High scorers, these ones. GH?
Yeah, sorry about this. 3-0 to Arsenal.
For God's sakes.
That's not for me.
I thought you'd be happy here. It sounds like you're scoring an extra goal.
Yeah, but I want 5 points in the predictions league.
Yeah. That's us
Looks
lost
like me
them.
and Luke having that.
Happy days.
Comments. Mers, don't muck this up. I know you are just a fan, but we'll blame you if you don't put 4 past them. Arsenal 4, Wolves 0. No goals for Wolves. LOL. And we got free kick to glory, 2-0 to the club that shouldn't be called Pink Unicorns. But they're that shit. Okay. Thanks for that, John. Moving swiftly on. The next game. Sorry, this made me laugh. The next game is Crystal Palace against Manchester City. Where are we going with this? Well, I think it's quite an interesting game. Mers.
Yeah, when I was like thinking about what to predict for this one, I was like, okay, so Munoz is out, injured. That's one of the defenders out. And then I was thinking about how Man City are thinking right now with how close it is at the top of the table. And I think they will want to go out and make another statement piece. So I've gone with Man City 3, Crystal Palace 0.
Wow.
Ooh.
I didn't think you were going that way, mate. But okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Spursy.
I also have City scoring 3, but I do see Palace still having some form of threat. So I've got that being a 3-1.
3-1 to City. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Birchie.
I've got it a bit tighter. Still got City to win, but I've gone for 2-1.
2-1 to City. Okay. GH.
Unless Phil has gone for the same result as me, you're all safe. 2-2.
Oh, you little arsehole! You absolute arsehole! DH, you are I thought you were going to go for a City win. I was like, no, am I the only one that's got this draw on? I've got this feeling that City are going to draw against Palace. And I also
You prefaced it.
You little shit, GH. Fucking hate you, you little bastard. Right. We've got in the comments, Wiseman's crying. City win 3-1, not typing the other team name. Come on, City, knock them down a peg or two. We've got the Haaland will be back 2-1 Palace. Okay.
2-1 Palace.
Changed it to 2-1
Yeah,
City.
he's auto-corrected it, yeah.
Don't Mers have Palace defenders in FPL, traitor?
Munoz, and he's injured.
Yeah, I've got Munoz and Gay, so I've had to slip Munoz on the bench. Never mind indeed. So interesting. Looks like I'm going to drop 5 points on that one. With GH saying what he said. The next game of the weekend, Battle of the Titans that are Nottingham Forest versus Tottenham Hotspur. As he's just dropped those shades on, looking cool as a, I don't know what, cucumber, let's call it. Luke, Spurs. Tell me, what is your prediction for Nottingham Forest at the mighty City Ground versus Tottenham Hotspur?
Well, we're in a good run of form at the moment. 2 wins in a row, both at home where we were weaker. We've got a really good away record this season. I know you're really good at the City Ground, but I'm pretty certain we've beaten you there in the past, and we had Richarlison doing like rainbow flicks and stuff with kick-ups. So I'm going for a 2-1 Spurs win.
2-1 Spurs win. Okay. Bearing in mind, guys, it's very close to Christmas. All right. And I'm clearly weightier and pull off Santa more than Spursy Luke. Mers, what have you gone for?
Phil, fuck you. that right there is how many goals I think Nottingham Forest are going to score. And there's the amount of goals that I think Spurs will score.
Well, I'll tell you what, take that as you change, right? And I'll be happy, all right? 3-1 to Spurs. Okay.
Yeah.
Eat my shit, right? Man that knows what he's talking about, Mr. Birch.
I've actually gone for a draw. I couldn't pick a winner. I mean, Forest are quite decent at home, and Spurs are Spurs at the moment. They're up and down. I can't trust them. So I've gone for a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Okay, I'll send you half a Christmas card for that one. GH.
Well, I think you're going to be sending me a Christmas card after this. 1-0 Forest.
1-0 Forest. Yes, mate.
That is a win for Spurs then.
Tonight about you, mate. Whatever I've said tonight about you, Matt, I take it all back. I love you. Yes.
Well,
I wish I hadn't said that.
One thing we know for sure is not going to finish 1-0.
Yeah.
I was about to say, you know, Phil, that he jinxes games and he's just predicted you to win. So you're not winning now.
Shut the fuck up, right? I know these things. I know these things. Well, just like cool man Luke there in the corner, I have also gone for a 2-1 win, but not for Spurs, because let's face it, you got to back your own team. But frankly, I would be satisfied with a nice draw at the City Ground against Tottenham Hotspur. I would not shy away from that as long as Richarlison doesn't score. That's all I'm saying.
I'd agree it wouldn't be the worst result for us either, really. But
but generally,
if Richarlison scores, I am going to fucking...
No. But when Richarlison
if he
normally
starts
scores,
doing
he fucks up
again.
after. Normally, if you go on and...
No, that's only if he takes... No, that's if he takes his shirt off. That's different.
Oh.
That's different. But if he starts doing kick-ups and gets kicked again by Nico Williams, then we'll be seeing good old flashback to about 3 years ago.
Well, we'll be seeing Richarlison's head rolling across the pitch. That's what we'll see. Because Nico Williams won't put up with that. In the comments, we've got John Forest 1-1. You mean, 1-0, but yeah.
Love that 1-1 win.
We've gone for a 2-2 draw from Dan. I think they're just both trying to be nice to us and keep us both on side because it's Christmas. Brighton fan Dan's gone 2-2 draw. Can't see either team winning. And then also, Arsenal fan predicts a Spurs win. What the fuck? Who knows? Who knows? We've seen stranger things happen. We have seen stranger things happen. Next game, Sunderland, Newcastle. It's the mighty Northeast derby. Where are we going with this one? Let's start with yourself, Mers.
This is the first derby in quite a while for these two teams, so I think they'll both be up for it. I think there's going to be probably a fair few goals in this game. Newcastle, although I feel like they are good defensively, they also show that they can easily concede goals, and Sunderland have shown at home they can put up a fight. So I think it's going to be 2-2.
2-2.
Ooh.
Okay. I've also gone for 2-2. So 5 points coming, as long as JH hasn't gone for 2-2.
Wow.
I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be a goal fest. I think they're going to be each other's ankles snapping away, and I also think 2-2. Hard to distinguish between them both. Absolutely. Spursy.
I think you and Mers are both going to be picking up 2 points, not 5, because I'm going for a 1-1. I think it's going to be cagey. Newcastle aren't the best away, so I don't see them scoring too many goals. I mean, John will admit that himself. No, but it's away in terms of it's not St James's. Like at St James's, they do really well, clean sheets, score a lot of goals. Away from home, less so much. So that's why I'm going with a 1-1 instead.
Okay. Birchie?
Well, I originally had 2-2 when I first looking at it, but then I thought, Sunderland's been away for a while. It's the first derby in a while. I think they're going to go for a bit more than Newcastle. So I've gone for 2-1 Sunderland.
2-1 Sunderland. Lovely. And GH?
I'm sorry, Luke, but I've also gone 2-1 Sunderland.
You should have stuck with your 2-all, Birchie. You should have stuck with your 2-all, mate.
I love that each segment now, we're just someone's looking heartbroken hearing him speak. We wait till the end of the segment and someone inevitably is just head in hands.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. This is loving it. Loving it loads. John Sullivan, 3-1 to the Toon, obviously being a Toon fan himself. John, was it not a cup game you played Sunderland? Swear that was recent. John again, I don't like Spurs, the stupid backflips pricks.
Random. They normally pick up 3 points off us. He should love us.
And Dan has put 2-1 Toon. I reckon it could be a great game either way. Yeah, no, absolutely. I think we all agree it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be an interesting game, that is for sure. 3 more games we've got. We've got West Ham versus my boys Villa. Where are we going with that one? West Ham and Villa. Mers.
I'm going to see another Aston Villa win. I think it's going to be 2-0 to Aston Villa. And to answer the game about when they last played each other, Sunderland, Newcastle, yes, it was actually last year in the FA Cup where Newcastle won.
So there's your answer, Brighton fan Dan. It was last season. It was in the FA Cup where Newcastle won.
So what was your Carabao Cup? Oh, never mind.
Carabao.
No, wait. It said FA Cup. I swear.
It was the FA Cup.
Yeah, it was the FA Cup.
I remember watching it.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was your prediction? 2-0 to Villa, was it?
2-0 to Villa. It was.
2-0 to Villa. Lovely. Spursy.
I think West Ham have been showing a little bit more signs of life, but I don't see them overcoming a tough Villa side. 2-1 Aston Villa.
2-1 Aston Villa. Lovely. So a win for them. Spursy. Not Spursy, sorry, Birchie.
I've got West Ham to got an early goal, and I've got Villa to run away with it 3-1.
Hey, right now, GH. What have you gone for?
It's fine. I've gone for a draw. So 1-1.
1-1. I've gone for the same as you, Birchie. So yeah, 3-1 Villa. I think very similar. I was thinking West Ham probably maybe get an early goal and then Villa just go, no, I'm not going to put up with this. and start smashing them in and winning 3-1. So I'm with you on that. Some more comments in. A new person here. Hey from Ireland. So we've got somebody from Ireland. Love over to the island, the Green Isle. I will be going over there soon. I think later on, early on in 2026, I'm going over there for a bit of a recce. So yeah, love that country. We've got it was the Carabao. We've got Villa 2. 0 against West Ham. So 2-0 to Villa from John. Turbo in the league 9 years ago. I think that's in comment to when did they last play each other? When did the last win? We've got 3-1 to Villa from Brighton Van Dan, and we've got a 4-0 Villa thrashing from Turbo. Fantastic. Okay, we've also, I'm just trying to get my scores up there. Yeah, obviously I went for 3-1 Villa as well. We've got Brentford versus Leeds. Birchie.
Well, way we're playing at the moment, I think we can beat most teams in this league. And so I would have gone for a win, but the only thing that's putting me off is we never beat Brentford at their ground. Seems to be impossible to us. So I've gone for a 2-2 draw.
A 2-2 draw. Very interesting. Just purely on the fact of you don't win at Brentford.
We just can't win at Brentford. I mean, last time we did it to survive relegation a few years ago, but that's probably first time in God knows how long. So I can't see them beating us. I just can't see us scraping it.
Okay. Nice little draw there. Mers, what are we going with?
I am going for a 3-1 win to Brentford.
Brentford win 3-1. Oh dear, you're off the Leeds United fan base Christmas card list, aren't you, mate? Definitely there. Spursy.
I'm going for it being slightly better for Leeds than that. They've been in good form. That being said, I think it's going to be another draw. And I'm backing it for 2-2.
A 2-2 draw. GH, where's everyone's hands going?
I don't see Leeds scoring. 3-0 to Brentford.
3-0 to Brentford. I think
he's a bit bitter because I put 3 past them.
Yeah, I think you're being very bitter. I think you're being very silly.
Well, no,
pretty much like most of the Liverpool squad, really.
Well, based on the fact that you can't really get a win at Brentford very often, I thought they'll easily win.
You knew that stat. You knew that stat, did you?
I've gone down the route of Leeds are playing well at the minute. Leeds are making the big teams quake in their boots with these draws and with these sneaky little wins. So I think Leeds are going to win this. I think they're going to be unlucky to concede a goal. But I think they will concede 1, and I have gone with Brentford 1, Leeds United 2. And I think it's going to be a comfortable 2. I really see Leeds really getting a bounce going now and getting some valid points that they rightly deserve. You know, I do like Leeds. I've got a liking for them. Did we talk about Liverpool? Yes, unfortunately, our Ireland viewer, we did. But we're continually ripping GH throughout the night. So
watch it back because I got ripped into earlier.
And yeah, please do watch back the podcast on our YouTube channel. You can always, if you're subscribed, you can always look back and you
can always laugh at me.
And everybody likes to have a laugh at GH. John Sullivan's shouting yes. We've got John Sullivan 2-1 to G-Tech Arena, boys. And we've also got Bob Dude gone for a 1-1 draw, low scoring. I think Leeds will be happy with the point, but I feel as though I think they can snatch it. I think, yeah, Brentford aren't that good, are they? Let's face it.
If we play against Chelsea, I think we'll put 4 past them, but it's if we can. That's the thing.
I think you're fine. I think you'll do it. Then the final game is the scum that is Manchester United at Old Trafford versus Bournemouth. Where are we going with this game, Mers?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close game, this one. I mean, Bournemouth against the big teams does sometimes be able to pull out some quite close results. Obviously, got a draw against Chelsea. I do think maybe an injury that De Ligt had a couple of seasons ago is going to help Man United concede a goal today against Bournemouth. So it's going to be 2-1 to Man United.
2-1 to Man United.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got to watch out for those injuries, from a couple of years ago. They make players bad.
I've heard that. I've heard, historic injuries can creep up on you, seasons later. I did hear that. Some lad that supposedly got a load of ball knowledge and knows fuck all told me that one. Spursy, what have we gone for with the Man United game?
I can never figure Bournemouth out. They are such a weird side for me to try. Every time I think I've got a grip on them, they suddenly completely go the other way. So I'm making sure I'm not getting cursed by GH here. I've got a 2-1 Man United win, which he would never dare say.
2-1 United win. Okay. Birchie.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with Bournemouth. I mean, at the start of the season, I thought it looked incredible. I thought it looked quite well, and it just seemed to have bubble seems to have popped. And I can't see him picking up a win. And I hate to admit it, but I think Man Uni's going to win 2-0, I think.
2-0 to Man United. GH.
1-0 Bournemouth. Come on.
Is that what you're going for? 1-0 Bournemouth?
Mm-hmm.
Thank the Lord for that. I've also gone for a Bournemouth win, right? I have also gone for a Bournemouth win. Now, the reason why I've gone for a Bournemouth win is because a lot of people have gone with GH's advice and dropped Semenyo because they all think he's going to AFCON. Now, Semenyo, okay, yes, he's not 100% fit, but I've got a feeling that a game like this, that man's going to come out and prove everybody wrong. And I think he's going to slap 2 home against Man United. So I've gone for Man United 1, Bournemouth 2. And I think Antoine Semenyo is going to just show you all wrong. The fact that he's in my FPL as well just oozes it. But, I think he's going to... What did
Semenyo do last week? Oh, yeah. Nothing. So why have you kept him? Because he's useless.
I've kept him because
1 week someone's useless. I've
kept him because everybody else has thought about AFCON. Everybody else has probably took your advice, dropped him out. He's in a squad that is trying to prove a point against a Man United squad who we just do not know where they are. They're losing 4 players to AFCON. I just, and 4 decent players. I mean, Cunha and Buemo, Ahmed, somebody I can't remember who else is going. There's some big names there. I think Man United are going to struggle. I really do. And I think this is the start of it, and Bournemouth are going to go in and beat them. Simple as. That's my ruling, and that's my law. That's where I'm going. The Irish guy, great. I'll start the stream from the start. Thanks, lads. Love the show. Love you too. Thank you very much, mate. Bob, dude, I mean, there is a reason I'm bottom of every league, FPL predictions, lol. That being said, United edge it 2-1. John's gone for a ball draw of 1-1. And Turbo is back in the United and gone 3-1 to Man United. Right. So that's all the games predictions. That's all the games from last week. So we're going to go to our feature presentation. But our man who does the feature presentation is not here this week. He's disappeared off the face of the earth. He's probably worried about Man City. But if anybody is watching and has been watching, you know that a couple of weeks back, we started a feature presentation called the Mount Rushmore of Players. And our Mount Rushmore has gone through goalkeepers. We've had fullbacks and we've had centre-backs. We are now on to central defensive midfielders. So we're going to go around the teams. Tell me all 4 of your Mount Rushmore CDMs, and if you've got any reasoning behind them as well, that would be Great. So we're going to start with you, Mers. Tell me who your CDMs are, please, mate.
Yeah, do you know what? I could have had a majority of Arsenal players here. So I'm going to start off with the honourable mention of Declan Rice. I feel like could be in consideration, but I think he's not quite there. He's got to have probably a few more years under his belt before being classed as great CDM. I know obviously at the moment he's more of a box-to-box player, but I know we're going to have some box-to-box players today in our Mount Rushmore. So to kick things off, I'm going to start off with Fernandinho. I know Rodri is obviously, again, another Man City player, CDM, that people probably bring up today as one of the best CDMs to grace the league. But I think Fernandinho, again, in that kind of category of when he was injured, Man City always missed him. I think he was also a little bit underrated in terms of the job that he did for them. So he's my first player. My second player is going to be Roy Keane. Like the battle of Roy Keane versus Patrick Vieira, who's also on my Mount Rushmore. And then I think if you're mentioning Patrick Vieira, who wasn't really the CDM, I feel like you have to mention the actual CDM of the Arsenal squad at that time, Gilberto Silva, who completes my Rushmore.
Fantastic. I'm just writing those down so we can get a tally together. So we've got Fernandinho, Roy Keane, Patrick Vieira, and Gilberto Silva for those, mate. Very, very interesting. Any honorary mentions? Obviously, you mentioned Declan Rice, but not quite there yet.
Yeah, I mean, like you got the Rodri can again be like an honorable mention. Like Makelele, Essien. There's quite a lot. I think CDM again, someone that was mentioned earlier. Little man. Oh, for God's sakes, Kante, that's it. Thank you. Yeah, there's like loads of players, I think, for CDM, especially when you're considering box-to-box players a little bit as well. You could go on for ages.
Yeah, absolutely. Please feel free to send your Mount Rushmores in, please, guys. Anybody that's watching, just stick them in the comments. Your Mount Rushmore of CDMs would be fantastic. They must have played in the Premier League and played in the CDM role. Spursy, what have we got, mate?
So I've got a couple honorable mentions. Do have some. I'm including them if I think they're more of a box-to-box. So Keane is going to be in my honorable mentions for that reason. I'd consider him more of a centre mid than I would a DM as such. But then for actual DMs, I've got Michael Carrick as an honorable mention. Like, he was always that solid, dependable, 7 out of 10, does the job, exactly what it says on the tin. And then Fernandinho as well.
All honourable.
All honourable. For me, it's going to be the man who was a pure engine himself, the little engine that could, N'Golo Kante.
Yeah.
I do have Patrick Vieira in there, but you could argue that he'd be a more box-to-box. That's the one I've sort of loosely tied in, saying that I feel he's more DM than he would be box-to-box there. Rodri wins a Ballon d'Or. The team looks so different without him. You kind of can't. And then Claude Makelele, the Makelele role has to be in there.
Cool. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Birchie.
Yeah, I've gone for Makelele to start with. I mean, he's the reason that rolls around, in my opinion. It was his role in the Premier League. He's one who made it what it is. So that to go for him. I've also gone for Vieira. I mean, I think he was a boss in that position for Arsenal. I mean, did unbelievable in that position. They won most of the things with him for it. We've also gone for Roy Keane. I mean, he won 7 league titles for Man U in there. He bossed the midfield. He controlled it all around. That's why he gets in there. And the other one, I've been struggling to find one to tie one down, and it's a toss-up between Sen, Kante, and Rodri. I think I'm just going to go for Rodri based on, well, what he's done. He won Ballon d'Or playing in that position, and no, not many other players have done that. So I'm going to stick with Rodri.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think you have gone with pretty much the same as me. So I went for Roy Keane. Like you say, 7 league titles with Man United. You can't deny that, whether he was a more central midfielder or he dropped into that defensive role like that. You just can't deny that, man. That kind of title. Patrick Vieira again up against him. When them two met, it was always going to be messy. And it proved it in everything that they played. I've also gone for Claude Makelele. Like you say, that role was him. It was, that was invented for him, and he invented that role basically, and took it on and made it what it is today. And then I've also gone for Rodri as well. You can't not have Rodri in there. He's a Ballon d'Or winner, for God's sake. So, yeah. It simply is the way. Before we get on to GH, because I know we're all excited to hear what GH has got to say, I got sent Brighton fan Dan's Mount Rushmore as well. So his Mount Rushmore, in no particular order, starts with Claude Makelele, known for revolution of the role of a CDM attack defend, and was one of the best ever for Chelsea. So another point there for Makelele. He has gone for N'Golo Kanate as well. Conte, sorry. He won the Premier League with Leicester, again, attacking, defending. He was class, covered the position very well, and helped Leicester win the title. So another Conte. We've got Patrick Vieira, integral to the invincible season for Arsenal. He held down that midfield, making it tough for the opposition to penetrate. So another one for Patrick Vieira. And Rodri won the league with City, can ping a ball which breaks the line of the opposition. He's been crucial for that City team in an attacking and defensive role. He controls the tempo of the game and helps break up play. So all valid reasons there. In the comments,
exactly.
Say ya, mate.
I think he matched my exact list. Actually, I think that's to literally snap.
Yeah. Just shows you like kind of role and what impact some of those players had on us watching them. Turbo, he's gone with Conte, Vieira, Keane, and Batty. Stuck Batty in there, yeah, nice little, little one there. How has Mers not gone Kante, for fuck's sake?
Spanish Mers, no less.
Yeah, Spanish Mers, yeah. Fucking hell, why has nobody gone with Kante? We have got votes for Kante, don't worry. Chat GPT them comments. We will indeed. And finally, we all need to hear it. Let's see if there's any Liverpool players amongst this. I very, very much doubt it, because let's face it.
So,
at central defensive midfielders, you don't think Liverpool. GH!
To be fair, I have gone with, Henderson was an honourable mention for me. I thought he's won everything he could. He's won everything at Liverpool. Like, he's played...
Apart from the respect of the fans.
Well, he's won everything he could win. He's done everything he needs to do. He was a decent midfielder. I just don't think he was as good as the four that are on my list, to be honest. But again, Fernandinho was another one I was thinking of, but he's just missed out. I don't even think Kante gets an honourable mention, to be honest. Sorry, Tom, but there we go. So obviously Vieira's on my list. He's the best of the lot, I think. I have then gone with Rodri because, let's be real, he won a Ballon d'Or, and you can't miss him out considering he won the Ballon d'Or. And like already mentioned, Man City are completely different without him. I then went with Makelele, again, a brilliant midfielder. Can't deny that he is one of the best in the league, or was, sorry. And finally, the last player that nobody's mentioned, Yaya Toure. I just thought he was incredible at Man City, and he did actually play quite a lot in CDM, so I'm considering him a CDM, whether or not he officially was.
GH, sorry, can you remind us where you got that information of he played mostly a lot at CDM from?
Watching the games on TV.
No.
Now the actual one you gave us.
Yeah,
what you
the
said.
actual
Oh, FC.
There we go.
FIFA. There we go.
So if anybody wants to know, prior to this, we always have a little bit of conversation, and we got involved in talking about our Mount Rushmore. We didn't divulge massively, but we got in the comments, and obviously when GH comes on, it's always a quite humorous time. When was asked about Yaya Toure, about how do we know that? How do you know that he was a DM? GH, and he says, well, it said it on FIFA. So that was GH's answer. It said it on FIFA. So that's what I'm dealing with here, guys. This is what it is. Do you think that you have got better ball knowledge than GH? Would you like to go up against GH and his crazy ball knowledge? If you do think that, please apply to be a pundit on KB Terrace Talk, any one of the shows or multiples of the shows, if you would like to appear on these shows and go up against this melon that is in the corner, that is GH. I see more enthusiasm from a tuna melt panini. Then come on, hit us with it. Tell us, please come up against GH. That would be absolutely amazing. A few more comments that have come in. Conte is the best DM in the Prem history by a country.
Well, he's not. He's not, Tom, or else I'd have picked him.
According to Turbo. So every time it comes to facts, it is a gaming concept from GH. Might as well have his console on scrolling through the concept. Lol. Turbo saying yes, please. Turbo, you are always more than welcome on. Have a battle with GH. I can see that turning into something absolutely fantastic. Some comedy gold. GH, that means ball knowledge, not playing them one-on-one on FC, which you can only play squad battles on anyway. And Turbo, nobody beats me. Maybe Mark, the Cov fan, does. So if anybody comes on or watches the Sunday service, you will know about Mark. He's our commentary fan. He gives Turbo a little bit of a run for his money when it comes to his ball knowledge. So going off that, and in general, not picking up necessarily all the honourable mentions, but as we have seen from there, it seems like Patrick Vieira is definitely on our Mount Rushmore. 6 votes for Patrick Vieira. Rodri and Makalele both also on the list on 5 points apiece, and then I would say taking up the rear, but I can't see that ever happening. Roy Keane there with 3 points, so he also makes our Mount Rushmore. So the Mount Rushmore for CDMs goes to Patrick Vieira, Rodri, Makalele, and Roy Keane, which is nice to see 4 different teams those players have come from. It's not all aimed towards one team. So next week, what are we moving on to? Are we moving on to just midfielders? We're doing CM?
I think it's attacking midfielders.
Let me grab it.
I think it's attacking midfielders, then wingers, then strikers, and then managers.
Spurs is just gonna get it, so we get it the right way around.
Is VAR checking it?
I don't want to say what it is and then it not.
Get it wrong, yeah.
We're going to go to VAR and get that checked. So while we're looking on the VAR, I want to thank everybody tonight for watching the show. Thank you for all your comments coming in. It's been absolutely fantastic. We can't do these shows without you watching. We can't do these shows without your comments. So thank you very much for all those comments coming in tonight. I believe we've had a little bit of a hiccup on Facebook tonight, unfortunately. So just bear that in mind, that when you are watching us on Facebook, sometimes it goes down on there.
Come over to Twitch. Come over to YouTube. It's much better over.
Yeah, best one to watch is YouTube. But if you do also watch us on X, that is fantastic as well. Everybody, please, after the show, like and comment the show. Share it with all your friends. Get everybody involved. You know you've loved tonight. You know you loved seeing our 5 ugly mugs on your screen, but keeping you entertained as always. A few more last comments coming in before we go in. What was that answer for the VAR? Spursy, what did we get on VAR?
The answer to that was indeed attacking midfielders.
So we're going for attacking midfielders next week. So next week will be all about your 4 Mount Rushmore attacking midfielders. I feel as though this is going to be blown massively out there next week. I think this is going to be a very, very interesting one. Some interesting names coming up. Last few comments. GA. Oh, no, we've done that one. Amazing show tonight, lads. Week 5 is attacking midfielders. Thanks for that, Dan, as well. Going to the 5th official. Lovely, lovely. 2 times Premier League Player of the Year. First player to win back-to-back with 2 separate teams. WC winner.
World Cup winner. He's talking about Kante.
Yeah, no, he's still going on about Kante. Bloody hell. You know. He'll still be going on about it on Sunday show. Any news on the 115 charges? Yeah, 116 of them have been dropped. Yeah.
Wait until he finds out Mark Schwarzer also won the league with Leicester and Chelsea at the same time.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'll have fun with Turbo Tom on Sunday, no doubt, when he comes on. So, like we've been talking about all the shows tonight, lots of shows on KB Terrace Talk. So, on a Monday night, we have Monday Millers, all about Rotherham United. It was a fantastic show last Monday. And obviously, they played last night and lost miserably at home to Blackpool.
Yeah, to Blackpool. Crazy that.
I know some of the KB Millers Monday guys, they all met up pre-match, had a couple of bevies, had a good laugh, and I believe a few met afterwards as well to carry the night on. So I do know that happened, and I hope everybody had a fantastic night and got home nice and safe on that one. Obviously, next Thursday, we will have this Premier League show on. We'll have more fans back. Hopefully, Dan's feeling a bit better. Cole shows up, and maybe even Mr. Bush himself might make an appearance. Depends if Man United...
The women didn't come in wanting him this week.
The women didn't come shouting this week. He's probably keeping them.
That's because Facebook wasn't working.
Yeah.
Facebook's not working, and also Bush is probably with those said women keeping them entertained. I'm going to get shot for that one. I'm going to get right. Don't forget Sunday. No, most importantly, don't forget tomorrow is Friday, and Friday can only mean one thing. It means the FPL show. Now, this man next to me, Merzgoth, he is the host of the Friday show. But really, it should be me. I mean, the amount of points I'm getting this month. I mean, you know.
Sorry. Do I need to get the top of the table?
I'm coming for you all. I'm telling you. I'm hunting you down. So, yeah, Mers hosts the FPL show on a Friday, which is everything to do with the Fantasy League. Talking about all the saga on last week's points, the things to come for this week's points, talking about the chips, the 5 free transfers that we've all had. Was it wise to use them all at once? Who knows? We shall see. Only time will tell. Mers is shaking his head there. Not at all. And then don't forget, the best show on KB Terrace Talk is showing on Sunday night. That is the Sunday service. That show is all about a roundup of all the Football League games from the weekend, everything from the Premier League, Championship, League One, and League Two. So please support that show as well and come on and chat with us about all leagues, which is absolutely fantastic as well. But you can follow KB Terrace Talk on all the socials. We're on Facebook, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on X, we're on everything. Yeah. So if you're
not following, we're there.
Yeah, if you're not following us, what are you up to? You're living under a rock. Come on. Why would you not want to follow this channel? It's absolutely fantastic. But for tonight, I have been Forest Phil, and we've had Mers, we've had Spursy Luke, we've had winning Leeds in the bottom corner, and we've had the man, the myth, the legend, the one with 0 FPL knowledge, 0 predictions knowledge, Zero football knowledge, but he still shows up every week. The man, GH, has also been on. But from all of us, thank you, and we hope you have a fantastic weekend.